know what time it is. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby.
Yes. So we're back with another episode of Kiyha's Jambaliyha. And today we are just kicking it. So I wanted to talk to y'all about some little things that just was on my mind lately with the industry and some of the stuff that's going on. I gotta touch base with y'all because I'm just like, y'all, what is happening with Jamie Foxx? Do y'all hear about this stuff?
Yeah, I've been hearing about
Yeah,
it.
but last I heard his daughter actually finally did a statement because everyone's saying how it's dire, but apparently his daughter's just like he's been out of the hospital and recovering.
Right, and even playing
What's the
favorite games.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm waiting now, like to see if I can get something. But why hasn't Jamie Foxx made a statement from his page, guys? What's happening?
That's a mystery right there.
That is a mystery.
Or maybe men's are in hiding. I'm just saying.
Or maybe it's Ultra.
Ultra?
Isn't it called Ultra? Ultra
MK
something?
Ultra? MK Ultra.
MK Ultra.
What's that?
Maybe they have handlers, apparently. This is all what do they call it? Deep web stuff, that whole conspiracy theorists things that I enjoy very much. And I believe that they have handlers, and if you get out of line, they pull you, they hide you, they drug you. One of those things. So MK Ultra is supposed to be the drug that they use.
Nice.
Kind of like a mind control drug.
Oh man. So I'm going through it right now because some of the things that are being said are very similar to when Martin Lawrence had gotten sick, quote unquote sick. And I'm really worried about this. Now, I don't want to delve too deep, but I'm really putting it out there because I want everyone to kind of pay attention to what we're looking at, what we're seeing. I feel like I keep getting this nagging feeling that it's time for us to pull away from the entertainment industry in the ways that we have. There's so many blatant and overt signs and them showing their lack of, I don't want to say lack of a conscience for lack of a better word, but just that it's almost like they have no care and concern to hide some of the bad and nasty things that they're doing. And I'm feeling like we need to pull our children away from the TV
And ourselves.
The away from the music, I think maybe it's time for us to pull away from that whole lifestyle surrounding the celebrity thing for a minute until we understand what we're really looking at. It's also making me feel like we're in a time where it's so crucial for us to decide or pick a side. And I keep feeling this urge. So I want to tell y'all my thought process and what I've been going through my mind. I saw this post, and the post said, there's a man and he's sitting on a fence. And on one side of the fence is heaven, and on the other side of the fence is hell. And he's sitting on the fence and he's looking at hell and he's like, oh gosh, I don't think I want to go there. And then he's looking over at the other side on heaven and he's like, I don't know. I think this might be where I want to be. And as he starts to lean over towards heaven, the fence disappears and he's in hell. And he's like, what happened? Why am I here? I didn't choose this. And the devil laughs and says, well, of course you did. He said, no, I didn't. He said, yeah, the fence belongs to me.
Hmm?
If you have any indecision, if you have any indecisiveness about where you should be, you've already chosen. The fence that you're sitting on, teetering, belongs to the devil. It's on his side of the property. And that really got me going this week. So I'm not trying to be a holy roller out there and tell everybody, hey, go and find you some type of spiritual grounding. But go and find you some spiritual grounding. Go and find you something to lean on. Go and find you some spirit, your ancestors, God in some forms. Go and find God and get closer and talk to him, because we are in a time when you can't be playing these games out here. You cannot be.
Ashe, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be playing these games out here. You got to really choose. You doing it for the good, or you doing it for, and you're going to have to be particular about what you supporting and what you're not supporting, because as we are human beings and we have all experienced adversity, I feel like we tend to sometimes align ourselves with those who we see struggling or going through these different things, but we don't understand why they're going through it. And sometimes it's because they haven't chosen.
Ooh. And not
And so,
choosing is making a choice, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can't be lukewarm. Pick a side.
Let's take a quick pause of cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of HJCourtierAuto.com. That's HJCourtierAuto.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to that next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it. Oh,
Gosh, it looks so...
it's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-de-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other.
It takes me back to this thing with Jamie Foxx, and I'm like, my God, what has happened? What has happened? And the things that they're saying, what is happening? What are we looking at? So I just want us to be mindful as a people, what we're looking at. I checked my screen time, and I don't know for those of you out there who know, but you can check how long you've actually been like looking at your social media on your phone. And I want y'all to start checking that. Also, check your children's screen times. How long have they actually been on time? Set a healthy amount of time that they could be online a day. Have it be
15 minutes or 20 minutes, maybe to gather information that they might have saved for things that they like to do or something like that. But let's keep them offline. It's summertime anyways. Let's give them a reason to be out in the streets. If your kids have not gotten into summer camp, make sure you align them with a summer camp. There's lots of people out there that have reduced rates for people who are not able to afford the full amount for summer camps. There's also people that sponsor kids to go to summer camp. If you don't have any children, go to a location where people are doing summer programs and pay for a child to go to a summer program so that there's a space available, and just have them let you know when they've actually filled the position with your funds. But that's what we need to be doing this year. Get the kids out the house, get them their cell phones left at home, and let them go outside and enjoy nature, because that's what we're about to be doing in a minute. Because I don't think this TV thing is going to be able to continue to be part of our lifestyle anymore, because it's too much programming now. Yeah. And the programming is not in our favor. So,
woo, Kiyha, you talking
Kiyha.
that truth. This is, I'm telling you, it's something, it's not unique to me how I'm feeling. What you're talking is what's happening in the universe. It is that, guys. We got to go back to our source. Like, we have to understand that the powers that be that were in control for the last 400 something years or whatever, they put the TV there to help to brainwash us, to help us to use our ability to create against us. So they put images on the TV that make you think certain things, talk certain things, and assume that this is what the reality is. And then as soon as you assume it, you create it. So they have us creating their reality. So we definitely got to turn those bad boys off.
And Kiyha, I just want to say, with the children especially, a lot of times, they go and sit and watch a cartoon. Parents, it's time to watch some of those shows, because some of the content in those shows,
facts,
you would not want your children watching. Just because it's a cartoon doesn't mean it's a child show. You know what I mean? So
very well said.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I want to just chime in.
I've
been really conscious about the music I've been listening to, and I'm on my R&B tip, and a lot of the songs that are just kind of like, he did this to me, or she's a this or that, and like what I used to bang to, I'm just like, I want to hear this. I don't want this to change my narrative. You know what I mean? Like, and because you think it, and although you're just like, oh, it's just a song, but when you're singing along, it's you're building that, and you're recrafting your path. And so then, like, sometimes I'm singing like, whoop, I don't want that for me. So it's just like, it even changes what I listen to, in terms of like, it has to align with what I want in my life. So if you want sadness and sad songs, or if you want like ratchet or whatever it is, like, y'all keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
But if you want more positivity, you need to adjust what it is that you're ingesting. And that's from the mental, the spiritual, the physical, and all that. And you'll see the change that you want in your life too, right? So,
because that hook gets you. That hook gets you. Sometimes you don't even like a song, but you hear it enough and you start to sing along as soon as the little melody plays. So you're right. You're right. Absolutely.
And it also goes to us, again, understanding what we are, because we're very powerful creators. So it's like, as soon as we speak something, as soon as we think it, it's happening. And what's reminding me of is church. And I know, no shade to any religion. I know religion is necessary to get people to where they need to be, and it gives them a certain peace. But I remember when I was evolving and I was getting to a certain level of consciousness, being in church and them having me say, I am a sinner, I am not worthy. It started to feel terrible. Like, I would say it, and I was like, why? I understand this is the doctrine and this is what I'm being taught to say, because, according to this religion, I'm not worthy and I have to beg forgiveness, and God is like an angry God. But I was like, after some time, when your vibration starts to get to a certain point, you don't want to say those kind of things, because you realize that it's like, wait, if I keep saying I'm a sinner, when am I ever going to become good? If I keep claiming and affirming that I am not worthy, when will I ever
be worthy?
When will I ever evolve?
I actually experienced that in a church, and on different platforms that I've had at different times, I've discussed my experience with learning God and religion, because I didn't really grow up with it. So I learned it in the South, and I remember them saying to say those words out loud one day, and I couldn't say the words, and it was almost like they were like, the devil is binding her tongue, and I said, no, he's not. And they said, no, oh, you can speak, but then say the words. I said, no, I cannot say those words. Because
Jesus already died for my sins.
Right, exactly.
So why would I be saying that? Y'all told me he already died for my sins. I'm not saying those words again. Jesus told me I ain't have to do that no more. Jesus told me get up off my knees. He said I ain't have to do that because he did that for me already. He said walk a righteous walk, stand up, hold your shoulders back. He ain't tell me to do that. And they was like, yeah, she got to go. They did some stuff to me and started pushing on my stomach and my solar plexus and made me pass out. And they say some doves flew around me. I ain't see them. But they say the doves flew around me and they say clean my soul because I was filled with the devil child. But I was like, And when I came to, that was my last time in the church. And I told my sisters, pastor out there, you know your mama keep talking to pastor, telling pastor all our business. That's why pastor thinks you can come for me in church. I'm not going back there no more. And that was it. I got put out. I had to go and stay at my sister's house. Because if you don't go to church on Sunday mornings, you got to get out. You got to sit on the front porch until she come home from church. So I was like, guess what? I'm just not staying here no more. I'm good. I'm a pass. So, but I definitely feel like you need to get some type of spiritual standing and definitely practice that and keep your kids covered, you know? So this is Kiyha's Jambaliyha, and I'm out.